So be informed, protect yourself. Like I say, you gotta be your own first responder for the most part. That's medical, fire, police. And we need to demand more. There's no reason we should be so crappy. Why are we so crappy? All our neighbors are doing better than we are. Much better, not just a little bit better. Like the last one. Long term, I know the mayor is big on long term. This Metropolitan Crime Initiative had 50 items on it. But none of them included arresting the criminals. You know, I'm all for more street lights and, you know, but
those are Band-Aids, Joe. Those are just Band-Aids.
they're all good things. But you get the basics. You gotta get back to the basics. Enforce the law.
Now, what does the mayor intend to do about poor parenting? Is he gonna fix that? How about poor education? You gonna fix that?
You know,
He could. If he'd open his mouth, it'd be a leader. He could.
ask Eddie how you can do that. He's a good
I'll tell you.
Okay, so here's some of the long-term things, and I'm not suggesting we quit working on the long-term issues, but we gotta work. Those are the chronic conditions, and we've been working on those for maybe 2,000 years. Well, seriously, you know, poverty, mental health, poor parenting. But if you go to the hospital and you're bleeding to death, and they want to do an interview of you on your family history and take a DNA test and give you an MRI when they should be just putting a damn Band-Aid on. You got to take care of first things first. It doesn't make sense that you sacrifice the safety of the entire public and pass the cost on to us. There's dollars in all this stuff. It costs about $100 a night per prisoner to house them. So they've been bragging about how much money they're saving by letting the criminals be out on the street. Well, that's a poor trade-off in my view. What am I paying taxes for? I like new soccer fields and stuff too, but in the long run, I'd like to be able to go to the soccer game and worry about getting mugged or my catalytic converter stolen or my child molested or, you know, what the hell? Okay, that's it. Anybody, I could go on and that one I gave out that said deal was.
No, I want
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I want you all to know that he actually has a lot of what he is talking about on the web. And I think his books on there. He wants people, he has books, they're free, because he wants people to know these things. And to the answer for you, we talk about the problems all of the time, but we don't talk about how to fix those problems. There are things here that he brought to us that says these are the things that as our citizens in this city that we need to know, and we need to know the people. Anybody notice what I
Take a friend to the voting place. Take multiple friends.
that we focus on voting. We focus on voting. 22% is not focusing on voting. And if you will go back to the Constitution, by the way, I brought public constitutions here, and they're free. If you would like to have one, so that you can really read the Constitution and know what the Constitution means, then, you know, we're happy to pass them out. However, we have an election coming up, and right now, to fix any of this, you better know who you are voting for. What do they stand for? What do they want to do? What do they know about solving the problem? And don't be sitting there just heaping the problems up and up and up, and nothing about taking them down. That's what the people in New Mexico want you to know, want you to understand. That the founding fathers gave you two ways to control things. One of them is the gun. The other one is the vote. And the vote is a lot easier than the vote, also cheaper. So I really, really want to the things that were on this presentation, there's so much there that is small to change. So know who your candidates are. Make them answer your questions. Put them on the hot seat. And then go and get them elected. They're telling you what you want to do. And we are going to continue a Tuesday morning get together like this about the different main issues that we're facing, homeless and all of this. But we're going to give you the problems, but in one page up there, you have the answers. By the way, I'm a business owner. We had in the county, and the sheriff came and did a talk to business owners about the fact that you are subject to people shoplifting, and that most of the time, if you were you got them come and pick up the shoplifter, they had major stuff that they had been doing. You would think they would avoid that, right? No. It's just, that's how they're wired. That's how they're wired. And so they've told everybody, stand down. So all the businesses are standing down, and now they're contributing to what you saw. And I did allow questions to go on during this presentation, because in this presentation, in the moment, if you have some reason to want to make that you wanted to make a point that you wanted to make, then I was happy to support that. In other ways, we'll take people, when they raise their hand or something, but not on this one. Not on this one. It's crime. And we are subject to that crime every single day we walk out. So you are all now deputized, and you all go out and make an effort to talk to your friends and family and co-workers and whatever, and tell them, know who you are voting for.
Let's make Albuquerque great again.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, the criminals don't care really what party you belong to. You're equal opportunity with the criminals. And so the idea is to vote for who's going to do
And you
what
all
you need.
can stay with each other and have a conversation, because we have this till 9:30. But I know people like to kind of congregate after that. And so we have permission that you're ready to go. They don't have it back island.
We have a new candidate for the Artful Dodger and the John Dillinger Award. They just arrested an 11-year-old.
That's so sad.
Oh, nice.
The other day. And that's not unusual. I have actually arrested an 11-year-old also.
Yeah,
This was
for,
a kid that was
shooting up, randomly shooting and engaging in burglary and other nefarious activities. So he may be the next recipient of the Darwin Award.
Well, most of us remember there was some bad apples when we went to school. You could tell they're going to be a problem. And turns out that you were probably right. Trust your intuition.
Yeah.
I have an 11-year-old that attacked his friend's mother with a hammer and did serious damage to her.
Wow.
Because she wouldn't loan him her son's Xbox without him being there. And that's the attacks with a hammer. And the kid already had a tattoo of praying hands on his neck that he got as a birthday present from his retarded mother.
That's the problem.
My mother one day grabbed my hand and said, if you do something like that, I will love you all the way up until the time I pull the switch. So that was a wake-up call.
She was
Yeah.
a chair to them.
Yeah, well, of course, I didn't do that.
I want to let Eddie speak, but right now, I'm officially ending the programming back. I've got permission that you can stay a while and talk to each other, but we have to have this room back. I can't walk. And I want to tell every one of you I appreciate your time because time is fleeting. And I hope that some of this you will go forth and we'll talk about we do have solutions. We do. And if we would talk about those solutions and vote for the solutions, we'll be there. I thank you all.
Thank you very much.
You did great.
All right, off to work.
Have fun. It's talking to you.